Bnkr coin has huge updates that we're about to dive into in this video, guys. The agentic economy is consistently growing, and I've stated multiple times in previous videos, I think this is the sector of crypto that is going to create more successful investors in the space for, there's just average people, average investors. I'm not talking whales. I'm not talking people with like, over 6 to 7 figures in crypto. I'm talking people who have, way less in crypto, looking for upside and opportunity. Even if someone just has $1,000 in crypto, these are the type of projects, in my opinion, that could 10x to 100x your portfolio. Bnkr is one of those on the list. And we've also dived in projects on the Bnkr ecosystem that are very low cap as well, that could have massive upside. As you can see from one of the Bnkr founders here, team is cooking Bnkr staking V2. I think we've got something innovative to bring together to the community of Bnkr holders and the community of agent devs building on Bnkr. Win-win. Great stuff to see here. We also see that Bnkr has unveiled a new LLM gateway. Pay for your agents, compute with stablecoins and more automatically from your Bnkr wallet, right? So this is ZAI, right? An AI lab behind GLM models. Basically, you could have a next level open source technology built in for your large language models for your agents to integrate stable coins amongst other features as well. And like I stated, guys, this project just keeps building consistently here. You could even see that they're doing spaces as well. Agent hours by BankrBot from Igor Yuzo, right? He's one of the devs on Bnkr, and he will be speaking with the agentic businesses GOATs, Austin Griffith, right? Austin Griffith is the founder behind Claude Agent, right? And Austin here works at the Ethereum Foundation. So as I mentioned on the channel before, Claude is one of the projects that is launched through the Bnkr ecosystem that has potential as well. And these are the type of projects that, in my opinion, provide value. They have use case, they have real utility. They're similar to what you saw with meme coins in 2024 on Solana, right? The bonks, the popcats, the dog with hats of the world. The only difference here, and which I think is a fundamental difference, is that these projects are shaping the AI agent economy, right? And that is projected to be a multi-trillion-dollar industry. So I would think, unless, crypto is truly just gamblers and degens and people that want to play in a casino, I would think that low-cap AI agent projects will be successful in the future. I think Base Chain is the home for that, and I think the Bnkr ecosystem is the undervalued network for that. What's about to take place is people, like I said, with even just $1,000 potentially 10xing to 100xing their portfolio once you invest and diversify in the right projects. If you're paying attention to my channel, you'll see that I'm already talking about projects that I think are doing well, and a number of them are launched through the Bnkr ecosystem, right? So Bankless right here, Bankless is basically one of the top, investment firms in crypto, and they have their own business as far as like content creation as well. So they're also one of the biggest podcasts when it comes to crypto, and they've had top names like Benjamin Cohen, etc. on their podcast as well. Very, very well known in the Ethereum community because they, as you can see in their banner, believe in something. They've they're one of the best investors when it comes to Ethereum as a network at large, right? So as you can see right here, last week belonged to x402. As I mentioned on the channel in the past, x402 payments are the supply chain for crypto and AI agents, the AI agent economy. x402 payments is basically the payment rails for the AI agents, right? And there's a number of projects that have fully developed that and are building to develop that to make it the best, the best system that we have here for the agents. You see Coinbase and Base Chain just 100% going fully into x402 payments, because in my opinion, the agents and CEOs and multi-billionaires like the Coinbase founder Brian Armstrong think that agents will outconsume human beings, right? And this is why they are focusing on x402 to capitalize on that before it becomes just this massive thing where the agents are, spending way more than human beings and pricing us out, basically pricing us out as human beings, right? So Bnkr here just got mentioned by Bankless, which is just fantastic stuff to see. The Bnkr x402 cloud launching an x402 endpoint meant stitching together payments, logic, hosting, and discovery manually. Not anymore. Point Bnkr at your service, set a price, deploy with one command. If monetizing a tool still requires custom plumbing, adoption stalls, bottlenecks are removed, right? Great stuff to see here that, Bnkr is mentioned by Bankless here, right? Again, Bankless is a very, welcome, connected, legitimate investing fund and company as well. And I would not ignore that, guys. This is why I say that that's just massive news. And we already talked about the Bnkr x402 cloud, which got launched as well, which I think is just massive stuff that a lot of people aren't paying attention to and really should. Okay, so even though you take a look at Bankr's chart right now, you see that it has had a pullback. It recently had a very nice bounce from under 303, right? It dropped below 303, but it had a very nice bounce. And I still say the same thing. 1 million Bnkr tokens, coins, is a good investment to make, in my opinion. The upside here, like I said, that's only $330 here. But the upside here, in my opinion, is in a great spot because that could yield you, say Bnkr gets to 500 to a billion market cap, that could potentially become 5K to 10K, right? There's a high probability of that happening. And depending on how much you invest, right? If you invest 3,000, 5,000 into Bnkr, you could potentially 10x to 20x to 30x that, right? If you invest 1,000, you could potentially 10x to 20x to 30x that, just to be more conservative and realistic, right? So 20x for Bnkr, if I'm rounding it off from here, puts it at 700 mil market cap. Very possible, right? Very, very possible. It is. So it's in a great spot here, in my opinion, as you can see from the 1 month. I think this is the floor for Bnkr, around the 303 level. 32 mil, 33 mil, 30 mil. And I'm still extremely bullish on the project. But as always, I'm diving into other projects on the ecosystem which are much more undervalued. And I think we'll have great upside as well. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you found value in this video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also be sure to join my public Discord that is free. The free Discord. Link to that is in the description. But if you want to step up your game and work your way up from smaller portfolio to become a whale in the space, I highly recommend that you join my Patreon for $5 a month, where I give early alpha, talk with you one-on-one, and we have a private Discord group where all of us could interact with each other. I'm always talking and sharing alpha in that Discord, called multiple projects, 3 to 5x's on Monad memes, 2 to 2.5x on Monad itself, and much more, guys. Even projects, lower cap projects in the Bnkr ecosystem that I think will 10x to even 100x in the future, right? So as always, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to give thanks and glory to the Lord God Jesus. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.